Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of the most powerful historical films of recent times, Sardar Udham. This isn't just another Bollywood biopic, it's a cinematic masterpiece that takes a deep, emotional dive into the life of Udham Singh, the revolutionary who avenged the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. But here's the real question. Why was Sardar Udham not selected as India's official entry to the Oscars? And why did it deserve that spot? Stick around as we break it all down. 1. The story and historical context. For those unfamiliar, Sardar Udham is based on the real-life story of Udham Singh, a freedom fighter who assassinated Michael O'Dwyer, the British official responsible for the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. But this isn't your usual revenge drama. The film isn't about glorifying one man's mission. Instead, it's a hauntingly realistic portrayal of the trauma, pain, and sacrifice that fueled India's freedom struggle. One of the most striking aspects of the movie is how it takes its time to show Udham Singh's internal conflict, his journey through London, and the emotional weight of witnessing the massacre as a young man. 2. What makes this film unique? Now, let's talk about what sets Sardar Udham apart from typical historical films. Non-linear storytelling. The movie jumps across different time periods, making you piece together Udham's life in a way that feels more immersive than a standard chronological narrative. The Jallianwala Bagh sequence. Unlike other films that show quick dramatic violence, Sardar Udham dedicates nearly 30 minutes to one of the most gut-wrenching recreations of the massacre. The scene isn't there for shock value. It forces the audience to feel the horror and devastation. Realism over heroics. There are no exaggerated action sequences and no over-the-top patriotic monologues. Instead, we see a deeply human story, one of grief, survival, and a quiet yet unshakable determination for justice. 3. Performances and direction. Vicky Kaushal delivers a career-defining performance. He doesn't play Udham Singh as a stereotypical fiery revolutionary, but as a man haunted by his past, calm on the outside, but deeply tormented within. Shoojit Sircar's direction is nothing short of brilliant. His approach is quiet and understated, letting the audience absorb the weight of the story instead of forcing emotions onto them. Cinematography and sound design. The film's muted color tones, raw cinematography, and subtle background score enhance the grim, realistic portrayal of Udham's life and mission. 4. Why this movie deserved to be India's official entry to the Oscars. Here's where things get controversial. Many people, including film critics and audiences, believed Sardar Udham was a perfect choice to represent India at the Oscars. But it wasn't selected. Why? The jury reportedly felt the film was too long and that its subject matter focused too much on India's past trauma with colonialism, making it less universal for a global audience. But here's why that reasoning doesn't sit well with many. 1. Global recognition of historical injustice. If movies like Schindler's List and 12 Years a Slave can be celebrated at the Oscars for portraying historical atrocities, why should Sardar Udham be dismissed for doing the same? 2. A unique cinematic approach. Unlike traditional Bollywood biopics, this film takes an art house, immersive approach, something that international audiences, especially the Academy, appreciate. 3. Deep emotional and political relevance. The impact of colonial rule and its lasting scars are still relevant worldwide. This film doesn't just tell an Indian story, it tells a human story about oppression, resilience, and justice. Many argue that Sardar Udham had everything it needed to make a strong impression at the Oscars: brilliant direction, a deeply emotional story, and global historical significance. It was a missed opportunity for India to showcase this masterpiece on an international platform. 5. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, Sardar Udham is not just a film, it's an experience. It's powerful, haunting, and unforgettable. Whether or not it went to the Oscars, it remains one of the most important films to come out of Indian cinema in recent years. If you haven't watched Sardar Udham yet, it's streaming now on Amazon Prime Video. Don't miss this powerful film. What do you think? Should Sardar Udham have been India's Oscar entry? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.